There are things I learned over the years while being in this industry. You can teach skill, you can teach technique, and you can even teach discipline. But there is one thing you can't teach, and that is passion. Now, passion in our industry can't be handed down from chef to cook. It's not something you pick up during a stage while you're in culinary school. Passion in the industry has to come naturally. And passion is something that will keep you going when the stress is high, the rush is never ending, the prep list never stops. It's always going to be there. So, in this episode, I'm going to be talking about passion in our industry. My name is Chef Ismael, and this is Chef Ismael's Kitchen Quest. Now, for me, passion didn't come all at once, and it wasn't something that I really wanted to do for the rest of my life. And when I did fall in love with cooking, it wasn't because it was glamorous, it wasn't because I wanted to be famous or any of that. I actually fell in love with creating something that our guests would enjoy. Watching our guests pause at the first sight of the dish and it remind them of something from their past, it's a huge deal for me. Now, with that passion, that's the thing that makes you care about how the plate looks, even when no one's watching. And sometimes our backs are gonna hurt, we're gonna get burned, we're gonna get cut, and occasionally we'll have our bad days. With that being said, if you don't love this industry, you're not gonna make it very long. I worked with cooks with incredible skill. They've had the perfect knife cuts, technical precision, and the speed from these 40-year veterans is completely unfathomable. The way they move, it's clearly, they clearly have a rhythm. And it's something that a lot of young cooks struggle to really understand. But skill doesn't equal longevity. Now, when things go wrong, and they will, your passion is going to separate you from those who don't really care about the industry. Your passion is what's going to keep you curious. You're going to be hungry to learn, to refine, to improve, and to be able to take in as much as you can. So, with that being said, a lot of chefs, when they see a cook who clearly has the passion and the motivation and the discipline to keep moving, they notice and they know who they are. So, as I mentioned, I've been in this industry for a very long time. And now that I'm a private chef and a mentor, I see it all the time. And those of you who have been watching and following me, we understand this part. That passion inspires passion. The line will also notice it because when your team sees it, you giving everything to your craft, you're showing up early, you're pushing through the rush, and you continuously chase excellence, you don't really need to say a single word. And for me, that's the essence of leadership. You're not yelling, you're not forcing anything on anyone, and you're just inspiring by leading by example. Because when you lead with passion, with intention, with discipline, you start to remind people why they started cooking in the first place. Real quick, if you're enjoying this conversation and you want more behind the scenes stories of the hospitality industry, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's free, it'll help us grow, and trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming up next. Now back to the conversation. Now, your passion doesn't need to get loud, and it's not always going to be visible. Sometimes it's quiet. It's you at the end of the long night, redoing a dish that you already finished because you know it could be done better. Sometimes you can lose motivation, and other times you're going to lose focus, and that's okay. Sometimes it's a good thing to take a step back for a little bit and remind yourself why you chose to be in this industry. So if you're listening to this right now, whether you're a young cook or a chef who is deep into their career, I want you to remember something. Your passion is your foundation, and it's what separates a career from your calling. Don't let anybody take that passion away from you. Nurture it, feed it, and let it grow. Because in the end, your passion is what makes the plate more than just food. It makes it into a story. Thank you so much for listening. And remember, stay passionate, stay focused, and keep moving forward with the purpose.